Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Elongate Live. My name is Alex, and I'm joined with 5 other members of our incredible Elongate team. Happy 2022. We're happy to be here, and I'm happy to see these 5 faces. Armin, Brian, Francesca, Evan, Ali, all at once. How are you guys?
Hi
Good.
everyone.
How are
you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Super pumped. I think there's a lot of exciting things in store for Elongate in 2022, making a lot of pivots, a lot of market analysis and reaction, and we got some really cool stuff coming along the pipeline. So to start, let's take a look at what we did at the end of 2021. Armin, on the social impact side, we did some really cool stuff, both in the US and abroad. Talk a little bit about that for anybody who might have missed it.
Absolutely. Hi guys. Yeah, so we brought some Christmas joy to a lot of people, both in the US, Canada, and also a few other continents around the world. On the 23rd of December, we shared a video where we were helping out some communities in India, Albania, Brazil, and Nigeria. And bringing in a lot of Christmas presents to children who maybe normally don't receive any. So yeah, that's absolutely something we're very proud of doing. Same goes for in the US, where we did a video as well. And also Ali was giving out some presents in Toronto, right?
Yeah, Ali, you've stepped up the social impact in your local neighborhood. Talk about that and what's going on TikTok.
Yeah, so we're trying to put out at least a few charity videos every month on the TikTok. So that was kicked off last month, obviously, with my brilliant idea to do like a Secret Santa with the public. I will give myself a pat on the back for that one. I loved how that turned out. I want to try and do more ideas like that in the future. Obviously, I'm going to have to think of a way to get around, like it's not the holidays anymore. So I'm getting creative with it. I'm also going to do like smaller giveaways, help out people in need. I've contacted some organizations around me. I'm going to be making lots of really cool content on the TikTok like that. So stay tuned.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Ali. Brian, let's talk about the website. So for anybody who hasn't been on our website in a while, go ahead and check out elongate.cc. It might be different than what you saw a month ago. Brian, tell us about that process and what we're looking at now. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, Brian.
There you go.
Oops, just realized I clicked it. Yeah, so currently, yes, we have a new update on the website, and we released it late December. And we didn't make much announcement to it because there's more improvements that's going to be implemented in there. So so a few of the minor tweaks are like the sizes, is it adaptable for different devices, and new image changes. So we really want to give a whole new look to Elongate to feel more fresh, more bring out the lighter colors than the dark side, because who are we? Elongate, we are built out of love of doing something good to the world, and we want a picture that make you feel light. And obviously our utility, our tech itself, introducing those purpley colors with the minty green, just to make to give the feel of something's new that we're trying to bring out with Spark. So yeah, so many cool stuff gonna come up very soon to the website. The whole team has been amazing working with me on building this, and I hope you guys like it, and more updates gonna be coming soon. Yeah, plenty more updates as well from our side. Yeah.
Well, Brian, sticking with you, I think looking forward, we put out a a core set of goals, right? We published that at the end of 2021. Evan and Francesca, you helped me publish that, and that was really our focus for 2021, and we're sticking by that. But something that came out, I think today, or was it yesterday, the TCG look, and Brian, talk to us about that, because that was our first real sneak peek of the metaverse home of Elongate. Where's the inspiration for that, and what can we kind of expect there?
So first of all, yes, for those who don't know, TCG is another company that we're partnering with, and they are their metaverse company game that they wanted to work with us, and we could build our own open world base within their game. And my job there is to literally visualize how Elongate is in terms of in a more gamey world. And going to my gaming experience, my creative juices just flows out. All inspirations comes from, let's say, movies and all the cartoons and animes that come through, and I just wanted to visualize it in there and really showcase the light colors of who we are. And hope I kind of like the feeling of the Atlantis kind of look. Make it very
Armin's there right now. Armin's in the building.
Armin's in the building right now. Like you can see in his background, that's like the interior of it. So there's
looks like the interior to a very expensive architecture firm.
Yeah, so it's not fully finished yet. There's so many things that's going to be added into this, and a lot of improvements, but I'm so glad working with TCG team to be able to get this in the game. So kudos to them, and hope you guys like it. The whole purpose of going into this metaverse is you guys to really go into the game, experience the whole gameplay, the environment, and we'll make it very fun for you guys with TCG's help, and adding some utilities around these areas as well. So yeah.
Awesome. And we have a question here from Oinkers, who says, can I go there with my Oculus Rift? So it's going to be PC to start. And they're going to be part of their goals is to incorporate potentially other consoles and definitely VR support down the line. So absolutely one day. But let's talk about some of our goals, right? We're paring down, we're pivoting all of our focus and our resources onto what's important. And the number one important thing is to support our community. How do we support our community? By supporting the value of the token. How do we do that? By building utility. And how are we doing that? By building Spark. So let's talk about some of the goals that we have. So we published our core goals, and I'll just talk about a few of them, right? The Blockchain Alliance for Global Good. I think a really core thing that we're going to see in 2022, and we're already seeing this, is projects sort of buddying up, right? You can see this with even the big projects like Bored Apes or Pudgy Penguins, or Shiba Inu, like these massive, huge, and successful projects. They know that in 2022, survival is about buddying up. It's about partnership. It's about collaborating with other strong communities and pointing your communities at each other rather than just your bubble, right? And so we're seeing that across the board, and we're doing that with our alliance. So our Blockchain Alliance for Global Good is really important to us, and we're going to be working on programming and messaging and potentially some events and conferences around that brand with those partners. Salesforce Exchange is currently finishing up its security audit and will be deployed. We're super excited about that. There's going to be a sales process around that as well. The website overall is about probably 70% done, and we got some more stuff to do. And then, of course, the blockchain bridges. So we're discussing right now internally about the potential for not just the blockchain bridge, but also upgrades on the BSC side, and how we can strengthen that smart contract to really solidify it and bring home those rewards and value for the for our community, right? Because we don't want there to be any lost value there. Any single inefficiency in the code, right, is just a little bit of lost value for our community. So we want to make sure that gets tightened up, and a potential upgrade is possible down the line, but we'll have more news for you there. And then, of course, we're going to be launching our own NFT collections, and we want those to be launched in the right way with a super strong Discord community in a way that brings utility not just to the NFTs, but back to everything we're doing, whether it's in the metaverse or on the Spark app, which brings me to the Spark app. And we're so excited for this. This is the real utility of Elongate, right? So let's kind of talk about, people have been asking basically what is it, right? So check out our pinned tweet, check out our YouTube account and watch the video. It explains it all, but I'll just pitch it for you right now, okay? So everybody knows social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And if you want to post content on there, you have to play the game of the algorithm in order to gain traction, right? And then when you do gain traction and you become maybe a micro influencer, or you gain a following, the way that you can actually earn a livelihood or earn money by doing so is really difficult, because all of the money that flows into the platform is from ads, right? Whether it's other creators or giant corporations that are buying ads in the platform, all of that money goes to benefit the bottom line of the owners of the platform, and a very small percent goes back to the creators. So we want to change that, and we want to change that in a couple ways. So with our app Spark, it's going to be similar to something like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, but with a couple key changes. Number one, all of the money in the platform goes directly back to all of the creators. And not just the creators, but the audience and the people that interact. So if you are creating content, posting pictures, or even just upvoting or commenting or liking really good content, you're bringing value to the platform, right? If there's one post that is a really awesome post and another post that is kind of garbage, and you comment on and upvote or like, or even send a reward to that amazing post, and you elevate it in the system so more people see it, then you're adding value. And we want to have that value be rewarded. So 100% of the entire treasury, all of the money in the system from ads and other revenue, NFT sales, in-app purchases, like when you can guild a post on Reddit, that kind of thing, all of that money will go straight back to all of the users. So you can imagine that as you maybe as you click like, you'll earn 1 spark. If you comment, you'll earn 5. If you post a picture, you'll earn 10. And then the twist of that is that instead of complicated algorithms that are kind of dark algorithms like you see on Facebook, where they're designed to be divisive and they're designed to make people hostile to each other, because science has proven, unfortunately, that psychologically, the more divisive and hostile content is, the more likely people are to stay on the platform and be exposed to ads. We're not going to do that. Instead of those algorithms, we're going to have just transparent, clear financial incentives. Okay. And so you can imagine if you're posting a picture of, say, your dog or a picture of you at the beach, you might get 10 spark for doing that. But if you post a picture of you volunteering at an animal shelter, or post a video of you cleaning up the beach, we're going to mark that post as content that makes the world a better place. And we're going to give you a multiplier on the spark that you earn that month. So instead of 10, you might earn 20 or 50 or 100, because instead of normal content, it's content that makes the world a better place. So direct financial incentives for content that helps make the world better and alleviate suffering across the world in your local community, whatever it happens to be. And then when that money every month is distributed, then whatever the spark you hold, that's your share of the treasury you get. So maybe you got 3% of all the spark distributed that month. That means that you'll get 3% of the treasury. And that treasury is distributed directly in Elongate tokens. It's distributed in Elongate tokens. If you want to purchase NFTs in the platform, you have to purchase it with Elongate. If you want to give gold to a creator or give an award to a post that you really like, you got to buy that with Elongate. It brings Elongate to its first utility ever, which is going to strengthen it immensely, which we're super excited about. The twist of that we're super excited about is that if you take that Elongate, you can cash it out if you want and pay yourself, and that's fine. But if you take that Elongate that you earned from the treasury and just keep it in your account, then you get a multiplier on your next disbursement of the treasury, which encourages people to hold on to their Elongate and not sell it, which means that Elongate literally elongates your earnings on the app. And we're super proud of that, and we're excited. And that's what we're focused on building right now. We anticipate a beta or minimum viable product to be released potentially sometime in 2022, but we want to make sure we get it right. So we are so excited about that. I've got a bunch of comments. I want to make sure I'm not missing any solid questions. Can companies post content too? 100%, absolutely. And we want to work with companies to do that, right? So, you might have Coca-Cola who is advertising on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok like normal. But when they come to our platform, we want to make sure that that kind of advertisement is promoting a new sense of looking at the world through social media in terms of helping make the world a better place, right? So when they post content, that's going to generate that ad revenue for us. Let's see what else we have here. This is a fantastic question. I love this, and we've been working on this from both a philosophical perspective and a concrete perspective. Who's handing out these multipliers? Is there a jury who has to watch all content, and can it be overcome by idiots? Right. So we definitely do not want it to be overcome by idiots. So the multipliers, you can think about it this way, right? If your post is considered positive social impact, if it helps make the world a better place, we'll have a team of manual reviewers that flag that, or that award that rather. Now, if your post is actually breaking terms of service and doesn't belong on the platform, we're going to have a team that removes it. But our team needs support. So we want to create totally decentralized, self-governed moderation of the platform. So how that's going to work is, as a user, you don't have to apply to be a moderator or have some sort of special permissions to be a moderator. Anyone on the platform can flag a post, and they can either flag it as being positive social impact and say this post is worthy of a multiplier, or they can flag it as being inappropriate or dangerous or harmful, and they can flag it that way. Our team that we will hire and build over time, it will start with us here in this room, is going to be monitoring and managing all those reports that come in. So whatever is the top post that has the most reports, we'll look at that one first. And if that post is indeed, let's say it got 50 reports that it's harmful. If we review it, we determine it's harmful, and we remove it, the smart contract that governs the entire platform is going to automatically mark those 50 people who reported it as helpful, because they flagged something, brought it to our attention. And then at a certain threshold, let's say you make 10 good reports in a month as a moderator, you're going to get a multiplier on your Spark that month just for being helpful. Now, if you mass report things that are incorrect, you might have 4 that are good, but you have 20 that are bad, it's not going to hit that threshold, right? So once you hit a certain threshold of accuracy of good reporting, then you will automatically be rewarded financially that month for being a good moderator. And that's how we're going to directly incentivize people to help keep the platform clean. We're excited about that, and that's going to evolve over time.
Very exciting future, honestly. Like what we're trying to do here with Spark is we really want to build this for us, the people, the community, and with what we're doing with this is giving the power in your hands to be able to do good and help one another, and that really encompasses the whole brand of Elongate, what our mission is. So yeah, can't wait for this to really come up and for everybody to really start using.
Yeah, I think we
absolutely.
have a really a really strong community that truly has our best interests in mind. So giving them the ability to really participate and making sure the most appropriate uh, content is delivered properly is a great idea, I think.
Yeah,
And
I can't even really articulate how excited I am for this, because not only is this something that strengthens the token and brings value to the token itself, and rewards all of our holders that have been backing us from day one, and just hanging on to see what happens. It also, I think, is going to be a product the world needs, right? Social media introduced to Web3 in a way that gets rid of the divisive algorithm and gets rid of, enriching the bottom line of the fat cats, and instead says everybody deserves a piece of it, and we should incentivize good content instead of bad. I think it's simple, it's genius, and yeah, I'm super excited to build it.
I was about to say the same thing. Even for me, both personally and professionally, as a social media director, would affect me because we all know that the social media we have now can become pretty toxic sometimes. So having something that would make it kinder, even a little bit better, it's so exciting for me. And I think it will be for everyone else when we see this change, and this shift, even in the energy, and this shift in not only for Elongate as a company, but for any social media user, and especially that we're gonna welcome both businesses, celebrities, and just content creators, small or big, anyone could post, and seeing amazing content and being rewarded for that, that's just amazing, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the
And
big hook. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest hook about all of this is Francesca put it right. I mean we have this atmosphere of toxicity across the traditional realm of social media, and we don't really have a say in how we want to see things sometimes, and that kind of goes back to Alex's point before, where whether it's good or bad, it's shown for the right people for the right amount of money. So I think that this is going to be a game changer in terms of that, in terms of being able to just be able to participate in something that's not so toxic. And I think that's really important, and it does break the norms of what we're all used to. And I think that's why it'll be successful.
Yeah, I agree with everything that's just been said. Just looking at social media, the past decade and the way it's going, I'm personally sure that we're going to reach a point where things will shift, and for Elongate and Spark to be at the very brink of that hopefully coming shift. It's very exciting, and very very appropriate name as well. Will be the spark that sparks this change in social media in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about what we're working on right now, right? Because Spark is huge. It's awesome. We're excited about it. It's our primary focus because it brings utility to the token for our investors. But what is the team doing right now? So we are a tech company that operates as a globally remote distributed team. We have lots of meetings, lots of coordination that happens across all levels, and we have some goals that we're working on in the short term. So right now we're finalizing our 6-month roadmap. We're making progress on the smart contract and the bridging. We're of course building Spark, and we have a new brand guide and a brand refresh that's being finalized right now. Excited to share that with the community pretty soon once we get that polished up. We have a new NFT collection that Brian is finishing up. We'll have a first look to you guys pretty soon.
hopefully this week.
Hopefully this week.
Hopefully.
And we have, of course, constant improvement and refinement to our website, and we're overhauling our white paper. So our white paper as it stands is a bit outdated. We're going to be totally overhauling that. one thing that I think is really interesting that you guys will be excited about is that we're potentially looking at overhauling the swap site. So swap.elongate.cc right now, you can use that to buy Elongate tokens in a couple steps. We want to make that easier and more accessible to everyone. So we've built a pretty robust swap functionality only on Salesforce, and we're looking at potentially bringing that over and making that open up to everyone. So we're still investigating that. More news to come there, but I think you guys are gonna be excited about that. Somebody asked, any news about the Elongate game? You know, it's not one of our key and core priorities right now because we want to focus on Spark and not get too fragmented. But I think Brian still's working on some concepts for it.
So one of the reasons why we are happy to push this back is that the concept of the game itself is really, really cool. And what's needed in order to be a successful game is the technology behind Spark. And without Spark, the game wouldn't really work. So we need to build our core product first, and then we can make everything work in a complete ecosystem. So yeah, we will give a bit more updates after we release Spark, because this is the main goal. This is who we are first. Then we can gamify stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Any other thoughts from the team or anything you're excited about you want to point out we didn't cover?
I saw someone asking if Brian's cat will have a profile in Spark.
Yeah.
It will. If Brian
will.
has anything to do with it, it will.
It will. My girlfriend loves managing his social media, so.
Okay.
Daniel says, Ali, any chance you'll play COD or CSGO?
I can potentially do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna put out a
Ali?
poll. I'm gonna put out a poll and gauge what like a bigger number of people want me to play. But I used to play a lot of CSGO. I really like gun game and CSGO, and I do want to play that. I can get back into it, but I'm not very good, so don't expect too much from me.
Cool. All right, Whiskey Math asks, is any news about Salesforce? We covered that at the top, but I can cover it again. We're working on the security audit. So it's fully approved by Salesforce. We could go live now, but we want to complete the optional security audit just because it gives a real nice badge on the app that says it's passed the security test. So we're working on that with the developer, and once that's completed, it'll be go live.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, this has been an awesome talk with you guys. I love hanging out with you. Yeah, 2022 is going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. Let's get it. Let's do it.
Raising my hand real quick. I just want to let everybody know that we do have the year-end, year-ahead recap newsletter coming at the end of January. So stay tuned for that. And then also, too, I want to give a shout out to all of the community moderators that have been working so hard lately. And stuff. I super appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks to everybody here. Thanks to everybody not here. And thanks to our incredible community. And it's going to be a great year, a great month, and let's make it a great week.
Yes. And one last request from our side is we're trying to build this amazing technology coming very soon. We want you, the public, to also share your support in terms of tell your friends about what's the cool thing that's about to come up. Because without your support, it'll be a bit of a struggle from our end. But yeah, like we do it out of love, and we want you to see that this is for everybody, and just to share it to everyone. Yeah,
absolutely. Share it far and wide.
Yeah,
you can absolutely say that nobody else is doing this. So
yep,
you know what to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
It's from Elongate.
Elongate 22.
Oh yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. We're going to end it here, and we'll catch you over the normal spots, Telegram, Discord, or Twitter. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
Bye.